President charges members of the 10th Senate on commitment to work. Live Point Facility Center to open, medical expert hub on the need for early diagnosis. Plus, 2023 AFCON qualifier, Sierra Leone national team to meet Super Eagles of Nigeria on Sunday. Good evening and welcome to the news at 7. I am Kelvin Samuel with details of the headlines and other stories. Please note that this broadcast is reaching you live on our StarTimes channel 103 and of course our social media platforms, the Facebook and the YouTube. Do well to like our page for regular updates. President of the Senate, Godswill Akpabio, has urged members of the 10th Senate to close ranks and work with commitment to ensure delivery of good governance by the present administration. The president of the Senate was speaking at a gathering of some lawmakers to celebrate the successful inauguration of the 10th Assembly. National Assembly correspondent Lami Ali reports.
After much lobbying, mobilization and consultation by the Stability Group that pushed for the emergence of Senator Godswill Akpabio and Senator Barrow Jibrin as presiding officers of the 10th Senate, it was time to celebrate. This gathering affords the senators another opportunity to establish friendship as partners in providing service to the nation in the next 4 years.
We're going to build bridges across River Benue, across River Niger. Now we have the Niger Bridge, second Niger Bridge. Cross it and come to my state. Like you have honored us today. You have honored myself and my brother, Senator Barrow Jibrin. We will also honor you.
Engagement will be based on understanding orders, will be based on the rules of the Senate, so nobody will be discriminated.
The Stability Group thanked all those that contributed ideas and resources to achieve its goals.
Historic moment which our Senate President has become the Senate President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Despite all obstacles and setbacks, we were able to achieve this very important development. And this development is for the peace and security of Nigeria.
Spouses of the lawmakers and some distinguished Nigerians were part of the event. Lami Ali, NTA News.
24 years of civilian to civilian rule in Nigeria calls for sincerity and commitment to lead in line with the social contract signed with Nigerians during electioneering. Those were the views of some Nigerians in Uyo as they reflect on the country's democracy, the journey so far. Clement Barakwi will tell us more.
Like most countries of the world, Nigeria had severally had its democratic attempt truncated by the military. Even the yearnings and plea of the people that their vote should be allowed in 1993 fell on deaf ears, as the election described by many at that time as the freest was annulled.
June 12, 1993, I remember that I voted, and I think that was acclaimed the best and most transparent election Nigeria has ever had. And I still remember the circumstances that led to the annulment of that election.
24 years down the line since the present democracy came into existence, Nigerians are happy that the country remains one indivisible entity despite years of conflict triggered by political competition. With Bola Tinubu as the 16th head of state in a year the country is celebrating 24 years of unbroken democracy, Nigerians expect more.
Sincerity of purpose and political will to actualize whatever they have told us they will do. There is nobody will raise any alarm. So let the government be sincere. Then they bring out their policies that is people friendly.
If we have a constitution that is modeled around the opinions of Nigerians, that's the very first step
investing here, and if we could also revamp our refineries, I think we may begin to get the best out of it.
There may be hiccups to a smooth democratic experience in the country, but these have not altered the benefit of this system of government. After all, the worst democracy, they say, is better than the best military regime. In Uyo, Clement Barikui, NTA News.
Moving forward, democracy has played a vital role in the story of civilization, helping to transform the world from power structure of monarchy, empire, and conquest into popular rule, self-determination, and peaceful coexistence. Nigeria as a country has for a long time yearned for government where everyone has a say, and in the past 24 years witnessed uninterrupted democratic government from 1999 to 2023. Wisdom Jacob in this report takes a look at the benefit of democracy when compared to military era.
Freedom of association, speech, voting and media access are all protected by democracy in addition to other basic human rights where citizens share the power and civic responsibility to make decisions on how they are governed. Democracy is based on the principles that all humans are equal and as such provides equal opportunity to all, encourages the existence of the rule of law as opposed to arbitrary rule. Democracy, on the other hand, according to respondents, ensures political stability, good governance, upholds the rule of law and constitution, recognizing that the law is supreme.
When a degree is made, that will be done maybe instantly. But this one, taking it to House Assembly, National Assembly, they will keep on delaying. But however, democracy is the best system of government.
Under the democratic process, everybody has the right to say something, air his own opinion without being haunted. It left for the organs of government to put all of such ideas into use for the benefit of the people.
But in the democratic process, people can say, Mr. President, do it this way and do it this way, and they will have a listening ear.
When we have military dictatorship, the decision of governance is taken by one person or less than 0.1% of Nigerians. But under democratic government, we have the National Assembly, deliberating on issues. We have 360 members of the House of Representatives, and we have 109 senators who must decide on certain issues depending on the issue at hand. So that gives the general public, the common Nigerians, the opportunity of speaking on every aspect.
In the government and governance of the day, you are a part and parcel of it. You are part of the decision making, a contributing factor of who is leading you and who is not leading you.
Democracy for us is good because it gave each and every one of us to have a say in the governance of our country, Nigeria, whereby you can see when something is bad now, people will rise up and kick against it. It's not in those days when there was a kind of a dictatorship government where you see a bad thing going on, nobody will talk, and if you talk, you will be arrested.
As the country enters another democratic dispensation, respondents are calling on leaders to remember that democracy is a government of the people, by the people, and for the people. Wisdom Jacob, NTA News.
We will take a short commercial break here. More news on our return. Don't go away.
Welcome to Prisma International Hotels, located at number 5 Efangosanga Street, Afarafort, Overback Road, Uyu. When it comes to hospitality industry, nothing compares with comfort, exquisite services, and top-of-the-world security. These are what make Prisma Hotels a household name. At Prisma Hotels, you are assured of lavishly furnished, spacious rooms and suites with complimentary breakfast, top-class Blue Sea swimming pool, VIP and poolside bars, as well as restaurant where African and continental dishes are served at pocket-friendly rates. These are not all. There is high-speed internet service, closed-circuit television, spacious car park, 24-hour power and water supply, sparkle laundry and dry cleaning services, and above all, combat-ready security operatives. So whenever you are in Uyo or you are a resident in Uyo, capital city of Akwa Ibom State, make Prisma Hotels number 5 Efang Street, Tafara Fort, off a back road Uyo your choice, and you will cherish the experience. For bookings and inquiries, please call 081-3166-6660 or 0915-509-9989. Prisma International Hotels, hospitality par excellence.
Welcome back, and of course, if you're just joining us, this has been the 7 p.m. news of the Nigerian Television Authority (NTA). We're reaching you on Star Times channel 103 and of course our social media platforms. Now to the rest of the stories. To address infertility issues, there is need for couples to seek early diagnosis at the appropriate facility. Medical Director Life Point Fertility Center Dr. Okechukwu Kalu said this while speaking on preparations for the official opening ceremony of the center in Uyo come Saturday, the 17th June 2023. Clement Barakwi will tell us more.
Life Point Fertility Center Uyo prides itself as the one-stop center for all fertility issues. The reason for this, according to the medical director, Dr. Okechukwu Kalu, is due to the state-of-the-art equipment and patient-centric services of the center. Dr. Kalu maintained that Life Point Fertility Center is out to bring first-class infertility treatment back home.
We have on the ground floor a diagnosis center, well-equipped diagnosis center, and within a short while we also offer fluoroscopy X-ray services. So we have a place you can do your scans. Then the upper floor is where we have the center. And we'll do everything when it comes to fertility. We have facilities to do IVF, ICSI, and the rest. We're able to assess and manage patients appropriately.
A consultant obstetrician and gynecologist, Dr. Nsikak Nyoyoko, urged couples in the state to take advantage of the official opening of Life Point Fertility Center Uyo to change their stories.
The success rate in Life Point to me is very impressive. I've joined Dr. Kalu to Aba on several occasions, and I've seen the successes that he has achieved over there. And I think we can replicate same for the people of Akwa Ibom State. So that's the reason why I decided to join hands with him, to ensure that we build Life Point, this center, Life Point Center Uyo, to a place, to a position where the people of Akwa Ibom can achieve successful conception, successful treatment for infertility issues at a very competitive price.
Located at 93B Tunde Ogbeya Close, Ewet Housing Estate, Maitama area, Uyo, Life Point Fertility Center will officially open for the public on Saturday, May 17, 2023 in Uyo. Clement Barakui, NTA News.
From the environmental desk in Akwa Ibom State, the government is sensitizing residents of communities in 15 local government areas on the watch list of flood-prone challenges on the need to take precautions and relocate to safe areas when they notice any rise in sea level. Clement Barakwi report that this is being done in addition to aggressive provision of drains across the state.
The location of Akwa Ibom State in the coastal region opens the state to an all-year-round rainfall pattern. This rainfall has over the years added more water to surface runoff, leading to incessant and severe flood conditions. For instance, every year, residents of some communities in Ibono, Oron, Eket, Esreket, Ona, Mbo, Unuko, Okobo, Urofunruku, Ikodabasi, Nkpadenen, Eastern Bolo, Itu, Ibionibom, Uran and Uyo local government areas have lost their property to flooding.
I'm sure you know we are talking about climate change now. Yes. But the issue we have now, if you look at the rainfall pattern this year, the rain came early. the rains came early. It's not abnormal. In this our environment, normally rainfalls, we're supposed to have at least some amount of rainfall every month. But because of climate change, the December and January are mostly dry now. In other words, our rainfall is beginning to be very seasonal, affecting everything.
In 2023 again, these local government areas have been placed on flood red alerts. In the case of Uyo, most parts of the metropolis are often prone to flooding during the rainy season, with many households usually displaced. To save the situation, the state government has continually carried out the desilting of drains and building of new ones in the flood-prone areas. The IBB flood control project remains the toast of many residents. This 10-kilometer drain spans across 18 flood-prone villages in 3 local government areas.
The drainages that are made for now, I'm not sure the capacity is such that the runoff can flow immediately. Yes, sir. And if you go to some areas, you observe that the drainages are not wide and are not deep enough. The residents will have to also play a major role to keep those drainages neat and tidy. Because if we have residents who don't cooperate with the government, they dump refugees and other things inside the drainages, then the tendency is for those drainages to block and the runoff won't have it easy.
While this effort is attracting accolades from residents, environmental experts say a lot more needs to be done in terms of provision of infiltration surfaces through sustainable urban renewal programs. In Uyo, Clement Barikui, NTA News.
Olumide Oguntola is our guide on sports update.
Sierra Leone national football team is in a must-win situation against the Super Eagles of Nigeria in Liberia on Sunday. This explains 25-man team as announced by the coach of the side. Super Eagles handlers and the players are aware of this and possible qualification for the 2023 Nations Cup if result is positive.
We have to win to qualify to the next AFCON, so all of us know the 3 points is what we need.
Other matches slated for this weekend include Central African Republic against Angola, Zambia vs Cote d'Ivoire, South Africa will do battle with Morocco among other matches. Similarly, Norway will trade tackles with Scotland, Belgium is up against Austria, while Iceland will entertain Slovakia in Euro 2024 qualification matches slated for Saturday. In tennis, the total prize money on offer at Wimbledon Tennis Holders Grand Slam Championship has increased to a record of $56.52 million this year. Organizers confirm that the total prize money for this year's championship increased by a record 11.2% compared to 2022. And on a pathetic note, the family of Nigeria former boxer and Olympian Jeremiah Okorodudu is soliciting the support of well-meaning Nigerians to save the life of the former international who has been ill for over 2 years. Popularly called Jerry, is a former African champion who represented Nigeria at 1984 Olympic Games in USA. With sports update, Olumide Oguntola, NTA News.
To end the news tonight, a recap of the major stories. Senate President has charged members of the 10th Senate on commitment to work. Live Point Facilities Center is set to open in Uyo. You also heard in the news that 2023 AFCON qualifier Sierra Leone national team is set to meet Super Eagles of Nigeria on Sunday. That will be all from the English segment of the news. I remain Kevin Samuel, wishing you all the best. And please, do well to be a star. Join NTU campaign to stand against rape and rapists. Do have a good night.
Rose Bay Hotel. Come, feel the luxury of our contemporary hotel
We offer lodging and accommodation. Stay at our deluxe executive and luxury suite for your comfort. Experience extravagant dining and delicious meals by expert chef. Lounge at our exquisite VIP bar. Enjoy 24 hours power supply with free Wi-Fi services. Our security system is top-notch to ensure your safety. Ample parking space and laundry services available. The ambience is serene to make your stay memorable. We are located at number 1 Julius Badger Road off House of Assembly Avenue, Uyo, Akwa Ibom State. For reservations, call 070-650-41139. Roseville Hotel, hospitality at its best.
Adai word ke Senate abo yang bon Senate ena mutum edape ndara nutumukara eya ebere uforibok Life Point Fertility ebo yang bono wo esobedi yongo udon sifna mo nkambri kpasiri alone eya ebre yen ake Nigeria ke Sunday Akwa Ibom mikomo inyang mero ememunye me mbo ya no bangtong ke membaksi miem fanemi ku fangi swa edap minang ukarang kanga fongidan nyen mbono wo ebo ya ka mukara mbarasa ngakekem semmo ekebo mno wo ki yainam inommo ami ekero semmo ni dan nyen eketange banga ukarang kanga fong kuyo okombong nyen uwemeri mo Samson ayabe no yorombomi isong nyen
Nanga kenyong tepe kemme irut fen kunarut Nigeria emani mem pakukut ye ubiongo nanga eke yemme erikpo ukara ekong noru ukara nkanga fong ba yere ke no gombono bufang erifi ubok enyong ebo ke ya ibat me ibat ufi ubok mo kiswa 1993 ado ke patrem bubaru ema biat mbubaru ye ibaru fi ubok efep ado kem ponte ufang iswa erep minang Tiong irut nyen ekipong ukare kong eba kukara nkanga fong mbono wo kirut nyen eko boyok inemesat ame abenne ridianakit ari bayero mbuba akbunno kikbage mbre a politics yenanga bola ame tinibu aro raiwut ukara irut nyen oyogo efreket nangante irut nyen edara ukara nkanga fong mbono wo kirut nyen ebo kime yem no frewu eria ufon etu keti usong Dimension sio irun fen enyong eria ufon etu meyu kara nkanga fong kiruromo nko ommo ekemerinie mpakukut yobiango nanga irut nyen enie ado kemmem fana ami ibenne ufon ye udut amembono wo eriaga isio kemmeyu kara ami amenama mbono wo etangebu kiriok oyu kara nkanga fong afonokan ukarekong meku yo Uwemedi mo Samson okombok NTA
ukara nkanga fong ane kenwam kenkori ye kemmowo erirong kemem ye kereken idan yin Nigeria ku wariswa abo yoke amane keyem ukara afre wergi kan isi uyo yon ikeni buana kemmempo sibere mo ntenanga kiswa edab minang ukara nkanga fong abarami Yarikobo yorombomi ito kombonyen Wisdom Jacob
mbono wodi nyembo medi bwa koti de mo ntai ko nyon fiugo bok medi nie nutum ka fang kombo muswan bok ki furo mekemem ado frefen bo se nutum u karanka fong anyo nena no je mention sium pomfen ado mbono we ni unen adi kenen waranken nutum kara nyon namo biere ba musong medu na ai keme adi karamo nutumu karanka fonmi abanga kan nutum edion kete ke frewu edu kemukem dien kuton tagado eno fre ufang enyo asinu do eno mbono wori du ki fure mekemem nyong pono membet ukara nemme idogo nte na mbone kong esi nembet odo wo kere kemira nembet nutumu karangka fongo mike usong fen na mboro wetang anam ya nutumu mbru kara asongora ki fure mekemem ekama ti ukara ekene membet ya mubono mpo mberi denyin eno idion bo kembet ado atakpan bo kena idenyin edok nutum ufau karam fen buno wesnu ye kud madaro so ebo ya moi ti yobo kan nutumu kara nka fong ado kara mbono wo ambono we karake eno mbon unyu kara Wisdom Jacob akombo NTA
itoika atembong nyene trero akono yomi tutu inin fen imai mani subu anyang mi soro ememunyeme ya asiere